Okay guys, so now I got the, I'm not sure if this is going to be part of that video or a different video, but if this is part of the knife sharpening on the stone, you'll see it now. If it's part of a different video, well, you're seeing it on that video. If this is a separate video, go ahead and click, or go to my channel and watch the video I uploaded before this about how sharpening it on the basic stone. So what I have here now is the Lansky Deluxe sharpening system. Now, you're supposed to, give me a second. Supposed to take the knife, clamp it in like this, hold this thing, put a rod through the stone and basically go like that. Well, I don't like using it like that. It doesn't do a good job ever. I've never got a knife sharp with doing it like that. So what I do is kind of do it as a traditional stone. So I take the oil that came with it, put a couple drops on it, just lube up the stone, and I just use it exactly like I would use the other stone, but I have to hold it with one hand. And then I just, you know, do that. Now the thing is, if you have a nicer stone, like if you have like a King Japanese water stone, which is a good brand, I've heard, I've almost bought them a few times. I think one's in my Amazon cart or save for later list, to be honest. I don't remember if I took it out or not, but anyways, that's a really nice brand. But you do this the same way. So if you have a nicer stone, you won't have to do this because the grits will be a lot better on them. But basically, you just do the same thing. Just be really careful when you're coming back towards yourself on this because, well, just small thin stone. Okay, so now I'm going to move to the fine stone. I'm doing medium, fine, and ultra fine, by the way. Now there's still some residual oil on this, so I'm just going to use that instead of having to put more on there. And again, the oil and the water both function as the same thing, basically. And the reason we're putting that on there, I'm actually going to put a little bit more on there, is to keep the stone clean, and this will soak up into the pores of the stone. And there's microscopic bits of metal in the stone, as you can see when I rub it, hopefully. That's what she said. Like right there, there's that darkness, sludge or whatever. And what that is the bits of the metal. And I mean, yeah, there's probably some dirt and some of the coating from this blade in particular in there, but basically, it's mostly all microscopic bits of shavings of metal that are being taken off the knife when you stroke it like this. Now, if you maintain your knife on a strap, on a steel, you really only need the strap for like utility knives. For a kitchen knife, I use the steel to maintain them because the strap, you're using the compound on it, and that probably isn't very edible. I mean, you can clean the knife really good after, but I'm too lazy to do all that, so I just use the steel, and it keeps them sharp. But for this, I'm just going to use the strap after. You gotta make sure you're really careful, because if I slip off, bam, cutting a finger. And I already cut one finger before on the fucking mandolin. I didn't get that on camera, which sucked, but I don't want to cut myself on camera if I don't have to. If I get caught on camera and I'm filming and I get caught, so be it. But I don't want to cut myself on purpose, so I'm gonna be real careful doing this. I'm not fucking Vanessa Hudgens. I think that's the bitch from Disney that cuts herself. I don't know what her name is. Well, that's the one that shows titty. I don't know. Some whore from Disney cuts herself. Whatever the hell her name is, which isn't funny. But I just think Angry Grandpa always says it, and it's always funny. That goddamn whore likes to cut herself and watch herself bleed. Man, fuck that dumb bitch. That's a little Angry Grandpa impersonation for you guys. I'm sure you guys already know what Angry Grandpa is. If you don't, you need to check him out because he's fucking hilarious. That edge is getting really nice and sharp now. That's fucking decent. God damn, that feels fucky with the burnt thumb. Alright, so now I'm going to go to the ultra fine stone. See you guys in just a second. Alright guys, so the ultra fine stone already has a lot of oil left on it, so I'm not going to add any more. And basically, again, just the same process. And you'll really see the metal shaving part on this part because it's white opposed to whatever color. And this will feel way different than sharpening and anything else. This should just feel like running across marble or ceramic or something. And again, a common misconception a lot of people have is the differences between sharpening and honing or maintaining. A lot of people will tell you, oh yeah, you can sharpen your knife on the bottom of a cup. Well, that's wrong. That's not sharpening whatsoever. That's called honing and maintaining an edge. So if you have a completely dull edge that's rolled over and damaged, no matter how many times you stroke it on the bottom of a coffee cup or a bowl or whatever, it ain't going to bring your edge back, no matter what you do. You need to sharpen it first. Then, if you're in a pinch, you can flip over the bottom of a coffee cup and hone your edge on that. And that's, again, real misconceptions that I feel a lot of people get confused with. A lot of people will see the steels like in the kitchen sets and say, oh yeah, I sharpened my knife with that. Well, again, you're not sharpening, you're honing your edge, and that's totally different than sharpening. Because sharpening is bringing the edge back to sharpness and angle. Honing is maintaining the angle that's already on there from sharpening, and that's what you do after you sharpen and before you sharpen, you know what I mean? Like, instead of sharpening your knife every time you use it, which is just terrible for your knife, if you sharpen it all the time, you're gonna just eventually end up with no blade and fuck your knife, you know. If you maintain it on a honing steel or a ceramic rod or a strop, which is the best out of the three in my opinion, which we'll talk about that later, you won't have to sharpen as often.
The flavor's almost out.
God damn it! Sorry about that, my mother decided to talk in the middle of my video. Alright, so let's wipe this off. Let's get a paper. And let's see how this is now. Oops. I think I hit the serration there. So that's a lot better than it was. Still not sharp as I would like it, but I am just doing this for a video. I'm not taking my time and really sharpening it nice. Which is when you guys sharpen your knife, that's what you should do. And you can't see it probably, but there is a big burr right there. And that's why it's getting stuck. So let's get rid of that burr. I'm going to switch back to the ultrafine stone, and I'll see you guys when I'm done. Alright guys, so now I honed this pretty good. It's probably not perfect, but let's give it a test. And it's hard to do this cut test with the knife in front of the camera at this angle, but when you guys can just see it's much better. Oops, that part ripped. Still getting a little caught up right there, and I can again feel that burr, but you know, I'll work that out after. But you can definitely see big difference from what we started with. So yeah, let's continue. Alright, so one of the last and most important parts of sharpening and maintaining a knife is stropping. So I got here a cheap old strop. I don't remember what I paid for. I think I paid $28 for it on Amazon. And I got some compound. So to use it, it's pretty simple. You just want to put some of the compound on there. And then with sharpening, you go like this. the stropping pull towards you always, because if you push this way, you're going to just slice your strop in half. So, and it doesn't really matter what angle you use. So I'm going to hold it up here, and it's hard to do it like this with the camera, but basically just pull. And you want to try to keep an angle, but if you don't, it's really not going to hurt anything. But the more of an angle you do it on, the better, because it's going to get the edge of the knife better. God damn it, this bar, or scab. I'm going to do the other side. Let me turn it this way, it'll probably be easier. Sorry about that. Ran out of space in the card again, but anyways, I just turned it sideways, and again, you just drag it like this, away from it, never cut in. Do it on both sides. I usually do, honestly, 50 on each side, and then I do 50 alternating, but I'm not going to do that on video because it's going to take too long. So I'll just do a few. I already did a bunch when the camera was transferring the images to the computer. Alright, let's wipe it off on the rag I have over there. And let's give it a cut test, see how much better it is. So, as you guys can see, well, maybe not, stropping does make all the difference, you know, which is failing now, but okay, maybe not. Yeah, there we go. I mean, just the way it feels in your hand, you'll just be able to tell. It does really make a world of difference, and it's hard to do at this angle because honestly the paper is bending like this, and even before when the knife was dull, it probably cut a little bit better if I had it like this. Yeah, see? No. Well, that part ripped, but either way, you guys see what I mean. Stropping definitely makes a big difference. And if you just strap your knife all the time, you won't have to sharpen as often. If you strap it every time after you use it, when I get home from work, I try to strap my knife every time, and it just makes the world of difference. But yeah, so now this is really nice and sharp. Let's give it a quick wood test. Oh, let me move my strap out of my way. I don't want to slip and cut my strap. I'd be pissed. So it's feather sticking pretty damn good. Alright guys, so that's pretty much it. Hopefully this video wasn't super ridiculously long and you guys liked it. Please give it a thumbs up, remember to subscribe, comment down below for more suggestions. If you want to see more knife videos, let me know. And I'll see you guys next time. JoyKong94 out.